All right, guys. I think we've done it. We're live right now. Welcome, welcome back to another Saturday. It's noon here in Los Angeles, and we are doing the second render challenge this week. And hopefully, you guys got your assets downloaded. Hopefully, you got your textures all on there. I don't even have the textures on there. Okay, like I'm just gonna open these things and we're gonna figure this out. We got 2 hours to make something awesome. As you guys can see, I got a little timer this time up in the top right here. I guess, yeah, be like up in here. So you guys can see and follow along. It doesn't matter what program you're in. It doesn't matter if you're using Cinema 4D or Blender or Maya or 3ds Max. It doesn't matter if you're drawing. Melanie, I know you always draw during these streams. I think it's awesome. It doesn't matter if you're writing a story, whatever. Just make sure your story includes things from the asset pack. Welcome, guys. We got oh, what up, son? Dude, we got Brett Driver, the son, up in here. My very best friend. Good to see you, virtually at least, man. Shout outs. Everyone say hello to Brett. Wish him a great Saturday. I hope he's having a good day. Hope you're practicing that guitar. Johnny Bosworth is here. I hope you've been practicing Mario Kart and Smash Bros. So all right, couple announcements. First, we have a weekly challenge that is issued at the end of these videos, and I got the winners for that challenge. We're going to talk about those winners at the end of this thing, though. I'll also issue the next weekly challenge. The Discord server link is in the description below. And also, I'm very happy to announce that this episode is sponsored by Skillshare today. So it was actually really, really cool. I think they're a perfect fit for a sponsor for this kind of stuff. And if you guys don't know what Skillshare is, it's basically an online learning community for creatives like like yourselves, who are looking to up their game in as many ways as possible. They have like thousands of bite-sized classes, super easy to get into, very accessible, set for any schedule. The classes are actually like fairly short, so it doesn't matter how much time you have. You can just hop in, and it doesn't matter if you're, want to learn taxes, want to learn cooking, you want to learn art, you want to learn design, whatever. If you can type it into a search bar, you can learn it on Skillshare. So, couple classes for you guys. There's actually this artist, Patrick Foley, that some of you actually had already followed his tutorials. He does a lot of really cool Cinema 4D and Octane tutorials here. This guy is awesome. Like, he's got this like creating realistic French fries with with actually like you got some sauce in the mix and everything. This guy is great. But yeah, check out Patrick Foley if you guys are looking for more Cinema 4D tutorials. For those Blender users out there, we got you. This is a super nice tutorial series by this guy Brandon Hicks, and he kind of just walks you through creating a supercar, modeling it in Blender. I know a lot of you guys do a lot of car renders as well, so this would be a good class for that if you're looking to model something like this. And yeah, Melanie, I know you're into drawing and everything, so they also have drawing tutorials and drawing classes. And if you guys know of Kim Jung-ji, the master, then he is basically, or this style is basically like the Kim Jung-ji style, which is super detailed, a lot of intricate detail, like pen and ink style drawings. And basically you can, again, if you guys can type it into a search bar, you can find it on Skillshare. And Skillshare, as a Skillshare member, you get unlimited access to premium content that's regularly updated for less than $10 a month for an annual subscription. And for the first 1,000 people who click the link, 2 months free of Skillshare Premium on me for you guys. So thanks for hearing me out. I think it's, again, awesome that they're sponsoring today's episode. It's a perfect fit. And while we're in quarantine, let's get our learn on. And without further ado, let's hop into this render challenge, guys. I'm very excited. So, what assets do we have? Let's take a look at our assets. I hadn't even brought them in here yet, but let's do that here. We're gonna start in probably 3 minutes. I'm gonna queue all this up. We're gonna hit that timer and we're gonna get going here. But while we pull these assets up, how is everybody doing? You guys staying safe? Are you guys staying comfortable inside? I know it's tough when you're locked inside. Hopefully you guys are out getting a workout on. Hopefully you guys are getting your walks in and everything. I know that's been keeping me alive. And Patrick, I don't know of any Maya classes on Skillshare, but I'm sure they have them. Just click the link down there, head on over. You get 2 months free, and get browsing. They got a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's get our assets going here. Marius saw the latest crew episode and corridor video as well. I'm good, guys. I got my water. I got my kombucha. I'm going to be doing a workout here. Basically, every time you guys super chat, I'm going to do 10 frog jumps. Silent frog jumps. Those are the hardest. More on that in a second. Let's get our assets going, guys. Render challenge assets. All right, we got, we got a billboard, and there are just like a million textures for this thing. Honestly, I'm not going to worry about textures until I have created my scene, because you don't want to waste time. We only have 2 hours to do what we're going to do, so we need to be very smart with our time. So we have a billboard here. It's not oriented properly. I mean, we just stand this thing up real quick, and I'm in Cinema 4D S22. Very, very excited to be using S22. I'm also in Octane version 2020 right now. It's an unstable version, so it might crash. They're releasing the stable version very soon. So we got our billboard. What else do we have, guys? Let's go through our assets, and then let's start this challenge. Hope you guys have everything downloaded. If not, then there's a link in the description of this video right here. All right, the airplane is a 3ds Max file. I cannot use that because I'm not in 3ds Max. Oversight on my part. But to those 3ds Max guys and gals out there, please feel free. We got a concrete barrier. This is a nice one here. Very, very nice. I'm getting all these models from Turbo Squid. Most of them are free models on Turbo Squid. But if you guys just use this for personal use only, I think we'll be all good. Oh, we got a grenade, I believe. Yep, this comes with some cool textures. Concrete barrier, a grenade. We got a guitar here. This looks like a bass guitar almost. 6-string bass guitar, maybe. Yep, we got our guitar. What else we have? We have a palette. Why it needs all the janky geometry, I do not know. But there's a palette. What else do we have? We got a revolver. This is a nice one right here. This is a really nice model. We got the right materials on here. Diffuse gloss, normal specular. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep figuring out what we got. Colton, I am having a good day, man. I'm having a very good day. Thanks for asking. We have a shotgun with some bones. I don't know why it has bones. But yeah, we got a shotgun. What else do we have? We got a lot of guns. Ooh, this is definitely going to be on my list. This is a chimney with no materials. But I'm not going to worry about texture and stuff until I've set up my scene, because we don't want to waste time. We only have 2 precious hours. Okay. But 2 hours is better than 1 hour. I'm used to doing this in 1 hour, and it's difficult no matter how much time you have, because you're going to use it. We got a telephone pole. No textures on this guy, so we're going to have to get tricky with our texture game, or just add a whole bunch of fog. We'll see. Already I'm thinking telephone pole, chimney in the back. I mean, we can add any stuff that's not in this pack, as long as you use mostly items from this pack. Like I might use some trees from Forester or something. And we got a work light lastly. Boom, right here. And I think there may have been like 2 people models included in your guys's assets, but maybe not. I can't remember. I've been messing with the links here. We're gonna get the links right for the next one. I know you guys are having some trouble downloading this stuff, but if you have the people, use them. If not, all good. I don't have the people, so. All right, so that's what we got. I'm gonna just quickly. Whoa, hello, penguin. We're gonna have to start this this challenge here in like 2 seconds, because this is about to get serious. Any questions before we begin, guys? Any questions? We got 218 people in the live feed right now. This is fantastic. And thank you guys for let me close Steam. I got so much stuff going on here. I'm gonna close Discord for now. But yeah, last week's video did really well. Like, it was the best video that since I started this whole thing. So I really, really appreciate you guys for being there live for that, and for maybe watching it after the fact. Or if you're new and are here from that video, then welcome. This is gonna be a lot of fun here. Jacob, can you use assets from Quixel? Yeah, texture your stuff from Quixel. But the point is to make a render with basically these models here. If you want to use any other models, I'm going to say that you're going to have to make it live right here. Don't download Quixel assets if they are like full 3D models, okay? Textures are fine. But as far as models go, let's use these ones here. That's part of the challenge. Definitely going to use Ace's CG workflow in the future. It's actually really cool because Octane 2020 has an Ace's option, which is amazing. So glad they finally implemented that. How to use displacement properly, have bad edges. We might get into that. Who knows? We might. Scorn, we're doing a render challenge today. We got 2 hours. We got the assets downloaded. Hopefully you guys have the assets downloaded too. If you do have the assets downloaded, give me a thumbs up. If you don't have the assets downloaded and are still trying to, just type an X or something. And we'll see how many of you guys are ready, and we will begin the render challenge. In the meantime, yeah, for every super chat, I am doing 10 frog jumps. So you guys can throw me off my game. I challenge you to throw me off my game during this render challenge, because I promise you're going to need to. Frog jumps, what are those? It's a squat and a leap into the air, and you tuck your legs into a ball at the top, and you have to land silently, and the silent part is the difficult part. Because, yeah, it just gets those quads going, and we need to be working out, especially right now, because you're gonna go insane if you don't. At least me. I'm gonna go insane if I don't work out. So that's my challenge to you guys, to challenge me to do frog jumps with every super chat, to throw me off my game here. But it looks like you guys, most of you guys have. Yeah, it looks like most of you guys have the assets here. There's some of you guys who are still trying to get them. Hopefully your download link does a thing pretty soon. And I just want to make sure that the stream is good for you guys. I'm getting a little warning here that's saying it's lower than usual, but give me a little happy face if the stream quality is okay for you. And we will begin the challenge here. This is going to be fun. Make sure you save your stuff, guys. Save your stuff. Save your work. You're going to need it. I promise. These 3D programs, they crash sometimes. That's just the thing. That's part of the game. All right, we got mostly thumbs up. What are we supposed to do with the render? You guys have to make a piece of art that speaks to you in 2 hours. That's what you're supposed to do. Oh, and yes, once it's done, just please upload it to the Discord server. The link to the Discord server is in the description of this video. Put it in the, let's see, I believe it's talking about the stream channel. That's where I'm going to look at your guys' art once you upload it at the 2 hour mark. Talking about the stream is where you need to put your image. Timothy, you can't think of anything to do with the assets. Dude, come on. I believe, man. I don't know what to do with the I have no idea what I'm going to do right now. All right. Yes, stroll along and absolutely upload it to the Discord chat. Please do that. All right, guys. Fish Face Games. Missed the beginning. We're doing a render challenge. Hope you got your assets downloaded. We got 2 hours. You can see the timer up here. And yeah, render time. No, it needs to be posted. All right, 2 hour mark. It needs to be posted to the Talking About the Stream channel on the Discord server in the link below. And if you guys failed to download the assets, keep trying. You know, just get something in within that 2 hours. And if you can't, all good. Just try again next time, or it doesn't have to be live. You know, it's just fun to do it together, but keep working at it. Let's jump in here. All right, the timer has begun. All right, and we're off to the races. The challenge has started. What the heck do I render here? I got a billboard. That's pretty cool. Concrete divider. I'm down for that. I think the concrete divider might make it in to the challenge here. The scaling is way off. So I'm going to just pop in a figure and scale this up. Okay. What else do we got? Our billboard, that's pretty sweet. A grenade? I don't know. A guitar? I don't know. Pallets, maybe. Maybe it's like a industrial kind of vibe or something. A pistol. These are all tiny things that are like small details. We got. Okay, I could see maybe like some guns up against like the concrete divider or something. And then in the back, definitely the chimney in the back. Big fan of this guy. I'm going to just Control A, everything in here, Alt G to close into a folder. And I'm just going to copy this into our comp here. Textures, nope. Definitely not big enough based off of that person. So I'm scaling from the midpoint. I definitely want to scale this from the bottom. So I'm going to use the axis center tool, and let's do include children, use all objects, and slide the Y all the way down to the bottom, execute, and that's going to go down there, but it's not centered because there's a lot of objects, and I think it's just trying to balance out the average between all of them. So I'm just going to roughly get that down there. That's fine. And I'm hitting L to enable like moving and editing the axis. I'm going to hit T and scale this guy up. And eventually it'll be the right size. If that's a person, then this thing can be huge. Like if these are stairs right here, then that's probably the right size. Maybe a little big, but whatever. Let's keep going. What else do we need? Maybe some pallets. Telephone pole, definitely. We have the same issue here with the axis being way off center. So you could use the axis center tool right here. Center axis 2. But it looks like it's averaging out because we have this string. Let's get rid of the string. I don't think we need it. Top view, and this is already, I'm already wasting time here. Oh snap. All right, we got our first super chat. That means we got 10 frog jumps. This is gonna be painful. All right, here we go. Thank you, Burke, for the super chat. Been watching since the muzzle flash tutorial. That is a long time, so thank you for that. And yes, I did know that I was in a Netflix documentary. I have not heard the end of it. They somehow filmed me while I was on my one wheel. I had no idea. But here we go. 10 frog jumps. And the trick is to do them silently or as silently as possible. Jeez. Did the timer stop? No, the timer's still going. 1:55. All right, so those are frog jumps. They hurt, they're painful, but they're necessary. Whew, okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. So I think the timer isn't live updating for some reason, but that's all right. That's okay. We will figure things out. Hopefully you guys have your own timer going. All right, I'm just centering the axis there, hitting L. And let's just bring it down. And we'll copy this. Paste this into the render challenge. It's way tiny. I'm gonna hit T. Scale it up. That seems about right. Okay. And no, I will not make frog noises when I do frog jumps. I'm sorry. All right, so what I'm thinking is a bunch of concrete barriers in the oh god. Jeez. A bunch of concrete barriers in the foreground. Scorn, these are for you. So we got a bunch of concrete barriers in the foreground, right? Maybe with some guns up against them. With telephone poles leading into the distance. And then a giant chimney in the background or something. I can't. I've lost count. Oh. My quadriceps. Oh, jeez. I feel bad for anyone watching this video, like, after the fact. Like, when it's not live, you know? I know one dude was pissed because I was just chewing almonds in the mic for, like, 4 hours last week. Oh, my God. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to delete the figure. And... oh, my goodness, you guys are killing me. We'll do just throw an Octane diffuse material on this thing, okay? Get rid of all this stuff. Octane diffuse material. Drag and drop. Oh, man. Okay. Condi just joined. What's happening? Good question, man. So basically, we're doing a render challenge. We have 2 hours to do it, okay? And it looks like the timer is updating. We got 1 hour and 52 minutes left. For every super chat, I'm doing 10 frog jumps. to stay exercised and in shape. And clearly I'm very out of shape right now because these frog jumps are tough. It's my challenge to you guys to try and throw me off my game here. I can tell you right now it's not going to be possible. I'm going to get something cool rendered in 2 hours after you got your render done. You got to post it to the Discord server under talking about the stream. And once you do that, before the 2 hour mark, then I'll go over them. But let's figure this out here. What are we going to do? Maybe there's a road. There's like a road with some concrete barriers in the foreground. So I'm trying to get my camera set first, okay? That's the first thing. Once my camera's set, then I can start placing the objects. And if we did like a plane, okay, and a road, oh my gosh, visual. Oh, jeez. Visual. Dude, killing me. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. All right, I got 20 frog jumps. Pray for me. I'll be back. You know, I dare you guys. Keep setting up your scene. Keep working while I'm doing other work back here. Okay? 20 frog jumps. I'm not going to be able to walk after this. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay, guys. Oh my God, Burke, right? Wait. You guys are just this is gonna be so bad for literally everyone else who's not watching this live. So, when I was doing martial arts, we had to do 80 of those in a row for it was brown belt conditioning. Oh my God, dude. Oh no. Guys, this is my render is literally like this is going to be my render at this pace here. Okay, I got 20 more. Jeez. The documentary was called LA Originals. On Netflix. All right, I'm going to go pass away. Oh. You guys, please. Kill me. What? Another one? Guys, please. Please. Critters, please. No more. Please. All right, for real. For real. Let's just like chill. All right, there's got to be a limit. There's got to be a limit. Like every time it's between, like every minute, it's got to be longer than a minute. Like it's gonna just drastically get cut in half. This is the last time I'm doing 10. And then I'm doing 5 more after that. Hopefully you guys, like we're 15 minutes in, I hadn't done anything. Oh. Thank you, Scorn. I got 3 for you, though. Thank you. All right, juice box. The rule has applied now. Oh my God, critters. Okay, fine. All right, okay, look. Critters, I got you. I'm gonna do those in like 1 minute, okay? And juice box, I got you too. Just give me like a minute. Oh, where am I? Oh. Well, hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. When this hour and 44 timer hits an hour and 40, I got you with 30 frog jumps, okay? 20 for critters, 10 for juice box. All right, let's get our camera down here. And we're gonna make this a road. And we're just gonna copy some of this stuff. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. All right, this will be a double wide road, something like this. That's 5 fingers, Liam. Oh boy, I'm glad I only had a bagel. Okay. One more into the background. I've never shed tears and rendered before. This is new. I just want to push this into the background. Oh man. So maybe it'll be kind of high, a little higher up so we can actually see what's going on. We can get our angle nice and right. When the time comes, like we'll walk things in, you know what I mean? Okay, so we want telephone wires going down the length of this road. I think one side is fine. And hopefully you guys aren't copying me exactly. Hopefully you guys are coming up with your own ideas. Okay, so what we'll do is clone our telephone pole. All right, I got 2 more minutes. Okay. And we're just going to throw that in a cloner. It'll be a linear cloner. And we'll just say, well, actually, we'll set this instance mode from instance to multi-instance. And then it's actually going to render a lot faster. It's not going to tax your system. You can really crank these numbers. So I'll go like 20, maybe 100, just out into the distance, okay? And right now it's going up. If I hop out of camera view here, oh man, you can see they're getting stacked up. Oh. All right, critters. This is for you, man. Thank you, sir. We're going to get those telephone poles cloned into the background in just a second here, but I got 30 frog jumps. I'll be back. Keep at it, guys. Okay. Critters, that was for you. Juice box, I got you 10 here. How's everyone's render coming so far? Thumbs up if you guys have a direction on where you're going with your render here. That's the first thing, you gotta figure out what you're doing. Then you place your camera, and you block your scene. And once you get that, you start adding in the details. But start large and then work smaller. 10 more. Okay. All right, guys. Let's just focus on the work for like 10 or 15 minutes. Marius, yes, it's okay to model things yourself. Just no assets and no stuff you've modeled in the past. It's got to be right now. Okay, hour 39. But yes, it is preferred to use the models. It is more fun this way. Oh man, I gotta turn on the air conditioning. Hold on, give me a sec. Devon. Oh. Devon, you don't even know what's going on right now. You don't have no idea. Spare me, please, Devon. Spare me. Just give me 5 minutes, all right? Just give me 5 minutes. We're gonna do this. Oh. Devon, you don't even want to know, son. Guys, this is my best friend, Devon. We had Devon, or we have Brett. I don't know if Brett's with us anymore. I mean, like, he's still alive. But Devon, one of my other best friends, welcome to the stream. Guys, say hello to Devon. He was in Carbo Warfare, the first one, the original. The guy with the afro, that's Devon. Oh boy. Okay. Let's get these telephones back into the distance, all right? We don't want them flying high, okay? We want them going down that Z. All right, let's just put like 20 meters between each one. You can type in the measurement here down, and it's centimeters by default, but if you type in like FT for feet or M for meters, it'll convert it automatically. That's pretty cool looking. Oh, man. So we definitely want to go into the vanishing point back there. And it's going to lead... I mean, it's got to lead to the... let's see. To this tower, you know. So where's the tower at? We'll just call this tower. Oh, man. And we'll just get it going, you know. We'll just... Whoa. We'll get... What happened? We'll get it back there. Boom. So now, in camera view, you see how we can't see it, right? It's gone, but it's actually back there. If you hit Control D, you'll come to your project settings here, and right here, view clipping, it's set to medium. Let's set it to large, and then you'll actually be able to see it back there. Oh man. Sure, VDB clouds, all good. And yes, I will probably make some textures definitely for this concrete here. It's gonna have to be a thing. So these telephone poles, let's randomize them a bit. They're too uniform. So let's see. This is S22 cinema. So they've put the all of the MoGraph tools here, as well as the effectors and stuff. So let's just select a cloner. And we'll grab a random. And yeah, let's go 100 centimeters across the board for position. Cool. And then we're going to do rotation. Let's do, we don't want to go crazy with it because they should be like in T pose, basically lined up, you know. But let's definitely offset them like 5 degrees here and there so they're leaning off into the distance. And let's actually double the distance, okay? So 4,000 centimeters. Oh. So that's just going off into the background. Let's take our camera here. Let's go like 24. And yeah, Photoshop, I'm going to be in Photoshop at the end of this thing, so certainly. Let's set my aspect ratio in Octane. If you hit this little lock button, you'll lock your scene. Let's just go 0.5, and that'll scale it down just within the viewport. And I want something widescreen, yeah, 1280 by 720. Should be good. Let's push this telephone pole into the background just a bit. So we can see the top of it. And I'm actually going to, let's see. Positive Percy, what's going on? Oh, I am chilling right now. It was a rough start to the stream here. Guys, we have an hour and a half left. Let's bring this this tower up a little bit. It's pretty far into the distance there, so. Oh boy. So it is out there. Let's just try 4,000. Whoa. Whew. Christian, once again, thanks for the kombucha. Appreciate you, man. I got you on those frog jumps here. Let me just get this tower set. 0, 0. And let's just line it up with camera here and push it back. Let's go 1,000 meters. 500 meters. I heard you got a crash, George. Hang in there. It happens. It happens. I'm gonna clone the tower as well. Let's see. Grid array is great. We'll just go 1 by 1 by 1. Does that do anything? It does not. Let's try 2 by 2. And we'll really separate the distance on these. Let's go 300 meters. I'll try 100 meters. By 100 meters. So we got 4 towers. And let's set that to multi-instance as well. And let's do a random effector as well. So with the cloner still selected, we'll make a random effector. And the height doesn't need to be randomized, but let's definitely randomize the X and Z position. So 100 meters. 100 meters. Rotation, certainly we'll go 360 on that. And let's adjust the cloner seed. Or is it the random seed? I believe the random seed, yep, until we get something that looks right. Back in camera view so we can see what's going on. And we might adjust this a little later. All right, we got 10 frog jumps for Christian and the Bucha. Thank you, sir. Oh boy, it hurts. Melanie, thanks for the thanks for pointing that out. That's true. Yes, we do have 340 people watching me suffer live here. Kind of concerning. But this is our highest stream yet, so congratulations, guys. Cheers. Marble, hang in there. Your computer will unfreeze, hopefully. Because at the end of the day, we got to post something, right? That's the most important thing. Post something, not nothing. And yes, it is a Hyperlight Drifter t-shirt. It's like my favorite. I was actually listening to the soundtrack right now. It's switched up to Machinarium soundtrack by FlowX. Also a great soundtrack. Zalumi, right? Right? But hey, I'm getting muscles. That's the point. That's the point. So we're gonna have to fix up this tower in a minute. Let's get our lighting, okay? Let's set up some lighting. I'm definitely feeling like, oh my, Tony. All right, before I puke, all right, I'm gonna chill for like 2 seconds, all right? And then I got you, all right? I can't forget. I won't forget. So what am I planning for the final result? Definitely like middle of the desert kind of vibe, okay? Apocalyptic, middle of the desert, kind of roadside barrier, some checkpoint that's been abandoned. And yes, of course, you can use HDRIs, which I'll be doing. So yeah, let's get the lighting down. I'm gonna just make some sun. And let's hop out of camera view for a second. Actually, under option, this check camera option, let's uncheck that, okay? So when we hop out of camera, we can still see what's going down, but our viewer stays the same, and it is live, okay? So we're going to be able to adjust the sun position here and have it update in the live viewer. So boom. Something like this. And we'll rotate it just a hair. And we can always tweak the sun here. We'll get there. We'll get there. We just got to keep working things in. Start large and then get smaller and smaller, okay? With your detail. I'm going to make a floor. So basically, I'm going to spawn some like plants and stuff and just scatter them around the desert here. So that'll be some sand, probably some dirt. We'll have a busted up road going down this way. Okay. These towers, I'll probably put some in the back over here. And then I think there'll be like some sort of power plant back here. So that's what I'm going for. Oh, Tony, I hadn't forgot about you. My stomach is recovering. I don't want to push it too hard. So I think I need to get texturing right now. So let's grab some Quixel Megascans textures. I love this site so much. They always got new cool stuff coming out. So we want concrete. So we'll go surfaces, concrete, damaged, of course. This looks like a really good one right here. This is damaged concrete. This is also a nice one, bunker concrete. A little square though. This one cracked is nice. Just trying to find something for our barricade, yeah? Ooh, this could be cool. This metal edged one. But this one is nice too. Christian is right. Composition is key. Composition is key. All right, I'm going to download this one here. Let's get that. And then I like that yellow one with the yellow stripes. Boom. And I'm going to just make sure my renderer is set to Octane, and when I import those textures into Cinema 4D, they will automatically come in as Octane materials. Is everyone doing okay? Is everyone following along on the render challenge? Does everyone have a direction where they're trying to go? It's an hour. We have an hour and 22 left, okay? So at this point, you should hopefully have an idea of where you're going. If not, that's okay though. Keep pushing for it, okay? As long as you deliver something in the talking about the stream channel in the Discord server, the link is down below, we're good. At the 2 hour mark, that's the cutoff, okay? And I'll go over and kind of review all the art at that point. Okay, so what was I doing? I was getting the textures, concrete textures. So that's concrete. Let's get that set up real quick. I have to reset this up. Alright, so I'm just going to start texturing these foreground elements first. The projection is off, so I'll make a projection node. I'll set that to XYZ to UVW. Doesn't look good. I'm going to set that to box. Still looks a little weird. This is cool. I'm in Octane 2020 right now. And they've updated a couple things. I like it a lot. But this is still the kind of buggy version, so they come up with the legit version in a little bit. Alright, we want the normal map for sure. We'll pipe the projection in as well. Let's get the roughness in. As well as the specular. Now these black and white maps here, okay? They're coming in as color maps. And they're taking up more memory than they need to be. So if you select the black and white maps like the specular and the roughness, set the type to float. It'll save you RAM. I'm also going to grab the ambient occlusion and use, let's see, a multiply node to combine the color and the ambient occlusion map. Pipe that into diffuse. Now if you adjust the gamma of your ambient occlusion map, you'll see that it starts filling in the dark parts. The mapping is still off, so I need to figure that out. So maybe what I'll do, let's see, instead of using this texture projection. I'm going to set it to mesh UV, and I'm going to actually mess with it up here in Cinema. And let's just try flat, and let's offset it on the y-axis so we can see that yellow strip. That looks pretty cool. Tomo, yes, using the pen tablet sometimes does slow my typing down with the right hand just a little bit. Just a little bit. So I'm going to copy this texture over to these other barriers here, okay? And then I'm just going to offset the x-axis, just so there's a bit more randomness to the textures here. So we're doing a render challenge, Toby. We have an hour and 15 minutes left to make a piece of art. This is what I have so far. I need to like get moving here because yeah, a little behind. Okay, let's get our road down. So I'm gonna go to bridge, and this damaged concrete is nice too. Maybe we'll use that, but let's go to surfaces, asphalt, and we have these road textures here. And I know Polygon has some really nice, like, ooh, this is actually really good. Destroyed American Road. Definitely, let's definitely download this. So I have an image on my Instagram that I kind of want to match in terms of like visual aesthetic. So let's see if I can find that real quick. It's an image of Jake in the desert in Texas. So like this. I like this color a lot. This was shot on film. I believe this is Portrait 160. Portrait 400. Okay. So this is kind of the look I want to go for. Definitely blue sky here. This gravel with the weeds and stuff. So I'm going to grab an HDRI. I think that's the very next thing I'm going to do. And then we're going to get this road texture going as well. So I'm actually going to go to HDRI Haven for some free HDRIs. They're super high quality. They're all free. We'll go outdoor. And this is already kind of the vibe here, this rural landscape. We want a nice blue sky with a little bit of clouds. This is actually pretty good, the sunflowers one. This is great. I'm gonna go with this one here. So I'm gonna go with the 16K image here. And I'm gonna just desktop this. Oh no, come on, let's get smart with our file paths here. Assets. Boom. Downloaded that. I'm also gonna download a more like overcast one because you guys know I'm a fan of foggy scenes. So maybe there's a more overcast kind of chill setup. Maybe this one. or maybe something like this. 16K. Perfect. So in Octane, I'm going to make an HDRI environment. Okay. In this little texture tag, or this texture box, I'm going to load that HDRI. You can hit no. And you're not going to see it because we have our sunlight, right? So if we turn off our sunlight, we should be able to see our HDRI. And just give it a minute here. This is an early version of Octane 2020. So there might be a little bit of bugs right now. Let's wrap this around. Something like this. And let's load our sunlight back in, okay? And with the sunlight tag selected, if you click Mix Sky Texture, you're going to get the like the directional light of the sun, but you'll also get the ambient fill of the HDRI. And you notice these little fireflies right here. Those are no good. So we want to go Octane Dialog. I'm sorry, we'll go Octane Settings. We'll set our max samples to 1,000, because 16K is way too much. And our GI clamp, that's what's going to get rid of the fireflies. I'm just set that to 1, and it'll clean it right up. Hello. Enjoy your plant run. All right, so we need to set up our road. So we have this plane here. I'm gonna hop out of camera view. And I'm gonna hide the floor for a second. And we have this strip of road. We're gonna load our texture. Alright, so I'm just going to make a new Octane glossy material, drop it on the road there, and I need a relink bridge. It's not working currently, so I'm just going to actually have to navigate. So I'll go to Files, and it'll open up a little dialog box here. And I'm just going to start dragging in these files here. We'll go to Node Editor, and I'm actually going to pop this in here. You see this little window or these lines here? I'm going to drag this up and pop it in right here, so we can see what we're doing. And so that this is saved for next time we open Cinema, I'm going to go Window, Customization, and I'm going to save this layout as, and I currently have a stream layout. We'll replace it, and we should be good to go. So yeah, let's start dragging in these pictures. We have our road, ambient occlusion, bump, displacement is going to be needed, normal, roughness, specular, all the maps we're going in. And again, for all those maps that are black and white maps, okay, we're going to make sure that we set them to float their type. I'm going to pause the live viewer for a second, and I'm just going to drop all of these maps into their respective slots. Displacement we'll save for last. Bump map. The color and the ambient occlusion map, we're going to combine together, okay? So I'm going to grab a multiply node, and we're going to parent, or we're going to pipe both maps into texture 1 and 2, and then that multiply goes into our diffuse. So if I were to apply the texture to that plane, for some reason it's not updating. Oh, I think it's because our floor. is blocking, and our renderer is also paused, or our live viewer is paused. So here we have a road, okay. Very, very dark for some reason. I'm just gonna, let's see, camera imager, I'm gonna go double on our exposure here and refresh the scene. And I believe we have to actually hop into the camera to have those changes take place. I'll go back to 1 and visual. Dude, I owe 20 frog jumps and my stomach is still recovering. Let me get this road set up and then I got you, okay? All right, so the mapping is off and the image is pretty, right click to auto arrange. Let's start with the mapping actually. I'm gonna click the material here under the plane and let's just set that to flat. Reload our scene real quick. That jacked things up. Let's just try cubic. Okay, and then we're going to tile it, I believe 0.5 and 0.5. Let's go 0.25, 0.25, and we're just going to slide it over. And we need to brighten up this road. It's very dark. All right, there we go. And then I'm just going to go into the texture here. Dude, we are 3 away from 500 live viewers. This is awesome. Definitely the most successful stream so far since I've been doing this the last 3 months. Last week's video blew up. Thank you guys for doing that. If you guys are watching for the first time from that video, thank you so much. Welcome. We're doing a live stream render challenge here up in the right corner. We got an hour and 3 minutes left to make something awesome. I'm half awesome right now. Like this definitely needs work. But I got a few tricks up my sleeve that I think will really help make this look nice. So let me just brighten up this road, and then I got 20 frog jumps for you guys because that's the deal I set up at the beginning of this thing. You know, I'm trying to work out, trying to stay healthy. So let's grab a color correction node. And let's just, let's try with the gamma. Let's go 2.2. I always get it wrong. Let's go 0.5. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then let's, we wanted to pipe in our displacement, so let's do that as well. If we click the material here and we go to displacement, we can add a displacement, and that's going to give us a little dialog box here, a little displacement node, okay? Height, okay, we'll go 10 centimeters is fine. Mid-level, we'll set the 0.5, and level of detail, we'll go 4K for now, okay? And before we pipe that in, let's just, once again, go through our black and white images and set them to float, because that's going to save on our RAM. If you look down here, it's going to update, and we're going to get some RAM back, all right? Yeah, it went from 4 to 3 there. Hang in, guys. Hang in through the crashes. I believe in you. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we're doing this displacement here. Let's pipe that in. Boom. Hopefully it doesn't destroy my system. Let's try and let's turn check camera back on. I'm going to zoom in here and see if the displacement is really doing anything. So we'll take 10 centimeters, we'll go 20 centimeters, and yeah, you can see it's really doing stuff there. So we'll try 15 and hop back into camera view. Now, it looks like really crusty. So I think I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna power the specular down to 0. Or I might take the index up to like 3 just to see if it can have a little bit of reflectivity here. Let's see, I usually go linear, 2.2, but I'll probably throw grade on here real quick. I shot that film Portra 400. They actually have a Portra 400 filter here. It's a little saturated, but we can tweak colors in Photoshop a little later, right? It's been an hour already. Oh, it's been an hour, guys. 1 hour left. And Patrick, what tips would I give to people wanting to start in VFX? I'd say find the thing that inspires you, that you think is cool. Start looking up tutorials for that. Blender is a free program, a free 3D program that can literally do all the things I'm doing right now. So check with that. Blender is amazing. And then you have sites like HDRI Haven or Texture Haven, HDRI Haven, Model Haven now recently that have all free high quality assets for you to start using and getting into. Jamie, this is not a 4-hour stream. This will probably be a 3-hour tops. All right. We definitely need the side of the road. That's lacking right now. So let's push the road. Let's extend this road as much as we need to. Back into the distance there. We definitely want some haze, so we'll get some fog here in a second. But let's definitely get... We have our floor. We'll move it down just so it's not clipping through our road. And yes, Mixamo is owned by Adobe, which is cool because it works with your Adobe Cloud, Creative Cloud login. We need to... All right, we need to focus here. We have an hour left, all right? We need to get the side of the road working. We need to get these poles textured, and we need to get these chimneys textured. We don't have to be very detailed with that. Just minus the side of the road, I think, needs a little bit of something. And it needs some bushes, too. So let's just go and find some gravel from bridge, okay? So we'll go to... Guys, we've done it. We've broken the 500 person record on the live stream. Congratulations, y'all. We're doing it. We're doing it live. We're doing it big. Okay, so we want ground is what we want. Forest, jungle, other. This trampled forest path could work for us. I'm gonna do a little Octane scatter over everything. Fill it with bushes. Danasa, welcome. Welcome. Despite the 12-hour difference. I'm glad you made it. Soil. Let's try soil. Cracked mud ground could be nice. Or this trampled sandy soil. Looks pretty good. Let's download that. I'm gonna go 4K on this image. Or on this texture rather. I have a lot of things going through my head right now, guys. We're hanging in. What else do we need? We need like wood for the telephone pole. So let's see if there's anything that's like not veneer. We need some busted up wood. Board. Maybe something like this. Let's download that. A metal texture we might be able to make on our own. And Quixel Bridge is basically a way for you to transfer your models from Megascans to your program of choice. You have to set it up. I just updated Cinema to S22, so it's not, this export button isn't working, but usually I'm going to have to just, change the file path. But basically you hit this export button and it brings the texture in to your program of choice, and it's all set up with the renderer that you choose from Bridge. It is like one click, the fastest way to do stuff. Right now I'm going to have to manually link everything. Yeah, we got the wood board, and I think we'll need some like brick, rough brick for the tower itself. So I'll just go with this muddy brick, maybe. I don't think it really matters at this point. Let's try old brick wall. Let's do that. I got 20 frog jumps for you guys. They're long overdue. Oh. Oh my god. Whew. Alright, I think I'm officially cutting off the frog jumps for right now, guys. I'm beat. I really appreciate the contributions, the donations. Please feel free to keep them coming, but I'm putting a pause, alright, on the frog jumps right now. Maybe at the end of the stream. But my legs are jello, my stomach is weak. I don't know how many I did, but you guys certainly helped me burn some calories. Keep me active during quarantine. Much needed. Much appreciated. So let's get this freaking ground going, guys. I'm gonna make a landscape. Let's check camera. And I think this is when I might have to just start freaking cranking, okay, guys? The commentary might come to a slow roll here. Because it's time to focus, y'all. It's time to focus. Okay. Very nice, very nice. My computer's chugging. I only got one GTX 1070. All right, wonderful. How much time is left? We have 48 minutes. So I definitely want to scatter some bushes along the side of this thing. I don't have forester. So I said no 3D assets. They have to be built in here, but I kind of want to break my own rule and grab a plant. Does a plant count, guys? Come on, let's leave it to the chat here. Can I use a freaking 3D tumbleweed? Please. Give a man a break here. But I'm leaving it to you guys. Thumbs up for it's okay. Thumbs down for nah, son. Stick to the rules. Yeah, I don't want to set a bad example. But it's just a plant, you know? It's just a freaking plant. Larry Nachos, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to take a look at that after I'm done with mine. And we're going to take a look at all the awesome renders that you guys made. Again, you can access the Discord server in the chat below and post it in the Talking About the Stream channel, please. All right, we got get a plant 3-2 here. This like thatching grass, you know, it's all I need. All right, if I can get a piece of grass, Patrick, you can get a tree. Go for it. I mean, I thought I had forester. That's the thing, is I thought I had forester. But I don't. Desert grass and thatching grass. Thank you guys. Much appreciated. And let's get our telephone wires done up. Okay, so I'm just gonna download this wood and get that going. So let's see, we got to be very brief with this. So the telephone pole, let's see, that will be wood. The normals are all jacked up. I think UR is reverse normals. Yes. So we'll get that. And everything else will be metal. So we'll go select, set selection, and we are running out of time here. So I gotta get something delivered, or else Beeple will chop me in the back of the head and I will pass away. Okay. So I actually started in Cinema 4D R10 and was in that for a couple years, but got frustrated because there weren't enough tutorials for it. It was all the cool stuff was for 3ds Max. So I switched to 3ds Max and I was in 3ds for maybe 5 or 6 years. Because Sam and Nico and Freddie and Brandon were using 3ds Max. So I learned a lot from them, and I learned a lot from a bunch of really nice tutorials. And then recently, over the last 3 years, I switched back to C4D, and boy, I could not be happier. So I'm just going to make a slightly reflective black material here. And I'm just going to start selecting some of these wires, all these wires. Get all these, holding down shift. There's a lot of wires to go around. So I'm just gonna select a part of every wire, basically. And we're gonna grow the selection, and that's gonna get everything. So I'm gonna hit U, Y repeatedly. And that's going to just get all these wires. And you're going to see the yellow start to grow. I'm going to keep hitting UY. I'm stressed out too, guys. But we can do this, okay? I'm going to drop my material onto that selection. And we'll go 0.02, 0.02, 0.02. Roughness will come up 0.1, 0.2 perhaps. And then let's just grab like a metal. So we'll go make a little octane metal, but let's select what is actually metal. So we definitely want these guys. I'm just selecting bits of what is actually metal. And then I'm going to do the same trick. I'm going to hit UY and just grow it until I have everything I need that is metal. I'm just going to get all this in here. Make sure you don't get the wires. These little braces here, these cross beams. I'm gonna just get all this. And I'm gonna hit UI until everything I selected gets fully selected. And then anything that is not selected, that's just gonna, it's too late, you know? Next time, maybe. Let's drag and drop that material on there. It's gonna be all shiny chrome. Let's bring the roughness up. Roughness 0.25, how about that? Cool, and then we'll bring the specular down. We'll go 0.5, 0.25. Cool. And we'll turn our cloner back on. And those things are basically textured now. We need to add the brick to the towers in the back. And you know what? I might not even deal with the towers. I'm going to save that. Let's do the bushes first. That's first and foremost. The foreground is certainly lacking, so I might have to drag some of those guns in. All right, let's grab these weeds. Right, that's variation 1, and we'll bring in the rest. Let's just set up the textures for this. We need color. Don't worry about displacement, bump, opacity, roughness, specular. Let's bring those in, because this is going to be Octane scattered across the lands. Cool, and Control-Shift-O will merge. We'll grab a couple different variations. And one more. Copy that, and we'll go back to our render challenge scene. We'll paste those. 37 minutes left, guys. And my goodness, we're almost at 600 live viewers. Holy crap. That is awesome. This is doubled in size since last week's stream. If you guys are here from last week's stream, once again, thank you. That video blew up. It was super awesome. I will definitely do a series called, what is it called? Render or Reel, where I'll basically combine, you know, I'll have one reference image and I will just texture the crap out of it, light it, and shoot it so that it looks perfect. Just like this is a little bit of a thing that's been fun for everybody. We'll make the render or Reel thing as a thing as well. But okay, let's Octane scatter these across the ground here. So let's render the scene again. "36 minutes left. I definitely want to add a little bit of haze in the background, a little bit of fog, okay? I might texture those towers in the background, but we'll see, and maybe have some sort of foreground material or foreground subject up front. I think that would help. Ibrahim, no camera projection today, man. So sorry, maybe another time. Okay, so we want to, boom, octane scatter. What do we want to octane scatter? We want to octane scatter these 4 things. So you drop it under the octane scatter. If you go to distribution, it's saying vertex. Let's set that to surface. Let's turn it off just for a second. When we select what surface does it want to scatter across? So we'll select our landscape, right? Drag our landscape into surface, and it's going to make 1,000 copies. We'll turn it on, and you can see there's definitely copies out there. You can see them all, but I think they need to be bigger. So I'm going to take all that, I'm going to hit T, and I'm going to scale these up. They should be scaling. I'm going to hop out of camera view, go to where they are in actual space here, and make sure, oh, I was in polygon mode here. So you want to make sure you're in object mode, and then you can scale them up, and they'll do their thing. Let's go back to camera view, turn the scatter back on, and you can see that they're bigger now. So we definitely want more of them. So we'll set this to like 5,000. Maybe 7,500. And they're clipping through our floor here, which is not nice. So we'll get that in a second. But before we do, let's take the octane scatter, okay? And let's make a random effector. And I'm in S22 right now. They changed up the positioning or the location of the effectors. So basically, if you hit Shift-C, you can type in random. And you got your random, your MoGraph stuff all up in here, your random effector. You can find anything with Shift-C. So octane scatter, effectors. Let's drop the random effector in there. Parameters, rotation, okay? We're going to go to town. We're going to go 1080. So they're all going to spin topwise randomly. That's going to fix everything up nice. And we'll go 20 degrees, 20 degrees, so they're tilted a little bit. And then we definitely want to adjust scale, uniform, and absolute. We'll set that to 0.5, so we have some that are taller. And they're a little big, so I'm going to select them all, the originals, hit T, and scale them down until they look like a reasonable height here. And we'll put a lot more. Let's go like 20K. We're at 7,500. Not bad. Not bad. All right. What next? Let's make sure that these barricades are like, looks like they're clipping through the ground just a little bit. There has been an update. Well, there will be very soon. Very, very soon there will be an update. Very, very soon. There'll be an Octane update. This is Octane 2020 right now. And C4D S22, I'm all updated. All right, let's see. We want these towers. Let's get these towers right. I'm going to turn off check camera, hop out of my camera, and I'm going to start positioning these towers. Let's push them back. off to the side a little bit. And then I'm going to copy it and add another group way back here. And randomize. Let's see, I'm going to randomize the way they are distributed. I can just rotate them, honestly. That'll totally do it. And then I'm just going to take the ones up front. Not super happy with how they're positioned right now, so I'm just going to try rotating these as well. Smeg particles could be cool, but we only have so much time. We have 29 minutes left to finish this, bring it into Photoshop, tweak the color, and then put it into, upload it to the Discord server. So the towers in the back need to come down a little bit because they're clipping through the sky. And let's get some fog going. So you got to be careful with fog because it can easily crash your system. I'm also not making use of our road here, so I can push the road off into the distance a bit more. So for fog, with Octane fog, I'll just click the little fog here. You can go to materials. I'm sorry, you can go to objects, Octane fog volume right here, or you can hit Shift C and type in fog, and your Octane fog volume will be right there. So let's zoom in and see what the fog is doing. It's this little box. And what does it look like? It looks like just a black box, right? Just gray fog right now. So I'm going to pause the live viewer and I'm going to zoom in here. And you see these little slits right here, these like little cards, right? It's like a bunch of little cards that visually displays what our fog is looking like in our viewport. All right, now this will go haywire if you start scaling this fog volume up and leaving the voxel size this small. All right, you need to take the voxel size and go to 100 at least. Okay, now you can start opening this up. I'm gonna go to 1,000, just because you know you're seeing it here. We don't need to see it much more than that. I'm gonna open this up, stand it up tall, push it back. Give it some more depth. Let's stand it up a bit more. Let's give it some more depth and make it go wide. If you find it really crunching your system, just set the voxel size editor. Set that number as high as you can get it so that it's looking nice. I'm going to bring it just above the road. I'm going to hop into camera view and let's scale this just beyond the bounds of frame, okay? And let's render and see what it looks like. It's probably just going to be a wall of gray. In our case, a wall of black. That's okay. Jamie, you're right. You can totally do a Z-depth pass in Photoshop and make that look nice. But I'm going to go with fog for now. So we'll go medium. We'll go in here. Absorption and displacement. That's new. Absorption and scattering, okay? We have these two little boxes. And from how I understand it, the absorption, this is the color it absorbs, and the scattering is the color, it's like scatters the opposite color, I think. So if we made absorption just this like bluish color here, fog should be blue. Yep, And then if we made the scattering like as blue as we can make it, it should be yellow. But it looks like it's just more blue. But let's set the density down to 1, okay? And that, even that is way too much. It's still a wall. I'm going to go 0.01. And you can see this goes off into the background. Now our color is way off. So let's just tone the saturation of this way down. And same for the scattering. It doesn't need to be that intense. I'm going to do like a cyan kind of turquoise. Tone it way down. And it gives you just a little nice little something there for a nice little background fog. And 0.01, we can go 0.005 to cut that in half. That'll just give you a nice background fog. And yeah, Octane is free in Blender, by the way. So we got 25 minutes left, guys. Things to make this better. I'm always a fan of a vignette. And that's not going to work if we don't have check camera selected. Certainly, oh wow. Oh, that is so cool. The highlight compression we can take up. And that'll save our sky there. And that's doing a really good job. That's awesome. The vignette I'll do later. I'll do it in Photoshop. What else could we do to this? We have 23 minutes. We're gonna have to render this very, very soon. I should probably render this, but is there anything else I can do very quickly right now? I might just grab that shotgun and pop it right in to the foreground. Not even worry about the textures. Alt G to group. Copy. And paste in our scene. The fog volume we can hide with this top little window. Let's see, check camera. We'll uncheck that. We'll hop out of camera view. We'll bring our shotgun into the foreground. Pause the renderer for a second. I keep saying renderer. Pause the live viewer just for a second. And I'm moving the volume right now. Let's grab the shotgun. There we go. It's in the bushes. I just want to tell a little bit of story with this image, so that's why I definitely need some sort of foreground element. And I'm going to take the axis center tool and drop it -X. Let's see. I feel like sometimes it doesn't work. But that's okay. I'm going to hit L and just do it manually. I just want to pivot the shotgun from the butt down here, from that booty, and position it up against this barrier. The scaling looks about right. I just want to make sure it's resting right up against that thing. Zoom in here, make sure things are right. I think that's good enough. So I think the shotgun is going to be just completely dark. Dominic, thank you. That's definitely what I go for with my renders. I want to make it look like a photo. because I am a photographer. My Instagram is mostly photography. At this point, it's renders right now because we're all inside, but I definitely want to make it look like a photo. So I'm glad you said that. Thanks, man. Guys, we're at 600. Heck yeah. That's amazing. That is amazing. We did it. All right. I'm just gonna adjust the shotgun very quickly here, and throw the world's crappiest texture on this thing. Let's move it forward. Rotate it back a little bit more. All right, around there. Make sure it's on the ground. We don't want a floating shotgun, okay? Let's just put our wood texture on from the telephone pole. We'll put that on the side of this thing. Let's get rid of these textures. So the stock sleeve, we have... What do we have here? So there's the entire Remington, which, if that's just wood, what would that look like? I'm going to select this and just make this bit here all metal. This is so janky and so quick. So that's all going to be metal. I'm just using the same materials that we had from the telephone pole. The barrel will also be metal. So I'm just selecting these as quickly as possible. Obviously it's going through the barricade. We don't want that. Metal barrel. And then I'll just make this this black here, the sleeve. And I think that's good enough. I think it's time to render, and we will do some color correction in Photoshop. Let me see if I can adjust the sunlight maybe just a little bit. And maybe change out the HDRI to see what the other one was. Where are you, HDRI? There you are. Evening Road. Maybe this has more of a vibe. Turn off the sun for a second and rotate this around. Kind of like the original. So I'm gonna go back. Yeah, this was the original vibe for sure. And I'm gonna take the fog down. Or let's give the towers, I'm gonna make them just metal in the background. Throw some texture on there. And I'm going to render this thing 1280 by 720, sure. We have 16 minutes left. It just got real. Current frame, 1280 by 720. How many How many samples do we want? 1,000? 12. Oh god, no. 1,200. We'll do EXR 16-bit. And we'll save this. Boom, and render. Sweet. All right, we've done it. So we've rendered. We're going to hop into Photoshop. We have 15 minutes left. We're going to tweak the color of this a little bit and try and get it to match that Portra 400 shot, the reference shot I pulled up with our boy Jake here in Texas. We're going to try and match the color of this a little bit more. Maybe add a little bit of lens flare perhaps. Maybe add some film grain. I think you can count on that. And we're going to upload it to the, what is it? Talking about the stream channel on Discord, okay? The link to that is in the description below. Wow, this is looking nice already. The smokestacks are definitely hovering over the ground. I'm going to just bring those guys down real quick. How's everybody doing? You guys still working on your render? Is it done? Is it posted? We're going to talk about it here. We're going to go through all the submissions, take a look. Wow. Hey, if you guys are liking this, feel free to give a little thumbs up or subscribe if you aren't already subscribed to the channel here. So that render or reel video from last week did really well. I definitely want to do more of those. So if you guys have any ideas or an image perhaps that you would like me to match with a render, then leave a comment down below as well. And yeah, join the Discord server, hop on over, maybe post the image there. We're cleaning it up a little bit. There's a lot of new people joining the Discord server. It's great. We just want to make sure things are a bit more organized. So myself and the mods are going through, and we're just going to make sure it's a bit more organized. So we are working on that, okay? But it's awesome that you guys... I need to get rendering. It's awesome that you guys are using it. And it seems like you're really loving it. I've learned a lot, actually, from you guys. And I've met a lot of really cool people from the Discord server. So I think that's amazing. It's a blessing. And I think that's the whole point of why we're doing this, is we're trying to support each other in our creative passions and hobbies. And hopefully turn it from a hobby into a career, right? But the point is, I think, just keep doing what you do, because, you know, why not have a career in your hobby or your passion? That's why I love my job at Corridor so much. You know, it pushes me. It's very fun, and it allows me to do stuff like this for you guys on the weekends. Like, it's very, very cool. So yeah, I'm just glad you guys are enjoying this. I'm glad you guys are down. Once this is done rendering, we're going to hop into Photoshop. And we are at 12 minutes left. This is going to have to be the fastest Photoshop job ever. This render is taking a minute. I think 1200 frames is a bad idea. So I'm probably just going to save this out in the next minute or so. We'll pre-open Photoshop. I'll save a copy in the meantime. Let's see. In case this crashes. Yeah. Call this just image 2. It's still rendering. Let's open Photoshop. Jamie, yes. Chris, oh my God, what an incredible artist. And I've been watching his stuff. He actually did a live stream for Maxon for their basically their replacement for NAB, and he taught everyone how to do a really cool ragdoll. But Jamie, what episode was that? I was looking for it because I actually heard from you guys last week that he did that. I thought it was really cool. But yeah, if you could tell me what episode that was and at what point in the video, I'd love to go check that out. Covingsworth, would creating stuff like this in Unreal would creating stuff like this be okay in Unreal too? Of course. I really want to get into Unreal. It's free, and also all the Megascans assets are free with it as well. It's unbelievable. Like, guys, this is the time to get learning, okay? You have the ability. Everything is free. It's at your fingertips. You know, you got your tutorials. This is the time. And since you guys are especially inside too, this is Teddy. Hey, Teddy. Hey, what's going on, Teddy? Yeah, I feel the same way. I feel exactly the same way. But guys, it doesn't matter what program you're using, okay? Really, it just matters the work that you put in, the time that you spend, and are you having fun or not? That's the whole point, so. David, it's all good, man. I think the sun direction was good. And Hari, 240 from India? That's awesome. All right, I'm just gonna save this one more time, and we'll go into Photoshop and we'll bring that in, okay? Let's see. So there's this bar down at the bottom. We gotta get rid of that. I feel like when you save images, they should get rid of that, you know? So I'm going to grab the rectangular marquee tool. We have 9 minutes. Basically, going to select that. I'm going to hit Shift Backspace. And you got this little dialog box. Content aware. We'll just take care of that. It's like magic. In the corner here, we can content aware this a bit more. Or I think just the clone stamp tool will do the job. So I'll select this little bit here. And just make sure our opacity is up. Hardness can go up, and I'm gonna just get that right there. Boom. Okay, let's Control Shift A will get us to the camera raw settings here. So, or it should. Control Shift A. Oh, I think I need to make it a 16-bit image first. We'll merge it. Exposure and gamma, that's okay. Control Shift A will get us to camera raw. And that's where I do my little photo editing and whatnot. So let's see. The shadow on this definitely want to come up. Or rather, let's bring our blacks up. Shadows up. And vibrance. Okay, let's bring up this image here of Jake. The brightness needs to come up, okay? So oh shoot. We're running out of time. We are running out of time, guys. Contrast will come up. Highlights come up. We'll bring the whites down. Vibrance will come up. The greens are a little intense, so I'm going to bring those down. Maybe the yellows. Let's see. I think contrast. Certainly. Maybe exposure down a little bit more. And we'll just go a little bit of curvy action on this. Let's do... We have 6 minutes. Shoot, shadows will go greenish. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to hit OK. I want to add a VFX materials. Let's go overlay. I want to add some film grain on this. Okay, let's just drag that over. Scale it down. Boom. Set this to overlay. That's gonna give it a nice little bit of texture. We can't zoom in too far because we didn't render this with a bunch of samples. What else? What else? What else? Going back in, Control Shift A. Effects. I want some vignetting. We'll take the highlights up. Feather come up a little bit, and we'll expand so the midpoint is a little further out. Feather that down a bit more. Very nice. And then I'm gonna give it a little bit of blur because it's very, very sharp. Gaussian blur. We'll go 1.25 perhaps. Sounds good. And 4 minutes left. I'm gonna file open Gorilla Grain light leaks. See what they got. Something subtle. Maybe like this. We'll drag this in. And we'll set this to overlay as well. Yep. Zoom out. Running out of time, guys. 3 minutes left. This is obviously way too intense. We'll go soft light. And I'm going to Control U to hue shift this. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna save it. It's time, guys. JPEG will do. Render final. And I'm going to open up Discord. And drop it in the appropriate folder. Talking about the stream. We got a whole bunch of awesome submissions here. Oh my goodness, you guys went to town. Heck yeah. All right, where's my image? How much time do I have? A minute? Okay. Let's get this in here. Let's deliver this. All right, we're gonna close this little mod chat window. I think we're good. Cool. Talking about the stream. Look at all this. This is great. Let's drop this in before I get disqualified here. Where the heck my brain, guys? What happened to my brain? Tutorials, here we go. These things are coming in by the minute. Bam. It's in. We've done it. Ah, sweet. We got submissions coming in like crazy. So I'm gonna let you guys finish your submissions here. We got 1 minute left. I'm gonna just take a second to breathe. Jeez. Dude, these are so good. These are all so good. William, all right, if your blender's about to crash, print screen, all right? Just copy what you see on your screen. Bring it into Photoshop. It doesn't matter. You have 30 seconds. Oh, my goodness, Melanie. Thank you so much. That's so kind of you. Okay, let me get Gilbert. Thank you for the kombucha, the cat treats. Thank you for the super chat. That was amazing. Melanie, I hope you posted your drawing in the Discord here. Let me grab Gilbert. I think he's in the room. I'll be right back. And that's it, guys. This is Gilbert. He was just napping just now. He was chilling. He says hello. And hopefully he'll stick around. Patrick. Oh, dude, yes. That's great. I'm so excited to look at all of these renders, guys. They're coming in like crazy. So, let's take a look at these renders, okay? And then we're going to look at the weekly challenge winners, because every week I host a weekly challenge where I issue you guys a challenge, and you work on it throughout the week, and you post it on the Discord server in the weekly challenge channel here, right? And last week's challenge was basically based off of last week's stream, which was render or reel. So people were challenged to render something based off of a close-up image, right? So I'm going to dish out the next challenge right after we just take a look at some of your guys' art. I think it's incredible. We'll talk about it a little bit. We'll announce the winners from last week's stream. We'll also announce the new challenge for this week. So let's just start going through some of these. Like, oh, man, there's a lot. There is a lot. Wow. I'm gonna have a hard time, guys, getting through all this. So since there's so much, I'm gonna just pull up the ones that I think we need to talk about, but I'll definitely feature all this stuff. Jonathan, great work. Nice and simple. Got your grenade on a billboard. This is cool. I like the angle here of this is very, very nice. Very Silent Hill. Gotta love the fog. Oh, this is great. Yeah, gotta love the fog. Got the billboard in there. Grenade. Oh, this is cool. A little grenade falling from the tower. That's awesome. Nice little HDRI as well. This is great. Yeah, scattering some grass around this terrain with some trees. And, I realized I didn't have power lines. I didn't have power lines on mine. Oh, man. This is crazy. Very, very scary. Wouldn't want to be there. This is another scary situation. Cool. I like KXNG Samo went with the guitar. Very nice. Oh, dude, this is my favorite so far. Graham Canyon. This is definitely my favorite by far. You got me here on the fog. Your composition is incredible. I think you could crunch the contrast a little bit more, but boy, this is awesome. Great work. Ooh, this is nice and vibrant. Love it. Love it. Ah, I love the fog. So good. I feel like you didn't need the pistol though. I feel like you didn't need the pistol, and maybe you could have scooted this telephone pole in just a bit. But I really like this. Mr. M, good job. Wow, this is cool. Great work. Man, that is awesome. That is very scary. This looks like album art. Big fan. Big fan. Rami, good job. Holy crap. Dude, that's awesome. What the heck? Chain stoned. Great work. Holy jeez, man. Good stuff. Visual. What the heck, dude? This is so good. This is so good. What? Jeez, man. My render sucks. Oh, man. This is cool. This is cool. Man. Good work, guys. Ice cream paint job. Great work on your close-up. This is nice, man. But really, with the bullet, look at this. You can see the polygons on this, man. Get a little subdivision surface on there. Ludza, thank you for the super chat, my friend. You've been doing more photography. I think that's awesome. And Luisa, thank you. You knew I was gonna get it wrong. Thanks for the super chat. Good luck with your photography as well. Dude, this looks like an old video game. I love this. This is super creepy. Down. Yep. Ah, interesting. Like a little ramp, like a GTA ramp or something. This reminds me of PUBG. So I don't know what your focus is. Where's your focus at? You know, it's like, am I looking at... I feel like if you were to put like a little sniper scope image on top of this, it'd make more sense. But I get vibes. I get vibes for sure. This one's cool. Oh, yeah, very cool. I like this a lot. Good work, Mose. New to Blender. Retro C is new to Blender. A little janky, but hey, great work. You did something. You turned it in. This looks like a plane crash. That's very... Oh, wow. That's intense. Another plane crash. Brutal. Little gun blast. Sweet. Oh, this is great. This is a TTT episode that we did on Node. That's awesome. Dude, love the cartoon explosion. Good stuff. These are incredible. Korb and Tenki. Great work. This is all sick. Digging it. Oh, this is awesome. Definitely a Beeple style render. Marius 2007. Good work. It was your first render. Congratulations, you did it, okay? You did it. That is the point. Look at these meat guns. What the heck? I like it though. What is this, a plane? Did you do a plane with an image on it? That's hilarious. Just scale it up a little bit more. That's so funny. Heck yeah, guys. I like this a lot. This is really nice. Composition, great work. Great work, everybody. So many images to go through. I can't do them all. But these are great. Patrick went with the friggin' drawing, dude. Yes. That's hilarious. You have to like write out, oh, just in case you didn't know, the sunset is right there. That's so funny. This is cool. Very creepy. So good, guys. So good. Cosmos, I see you. This is awesome. Love the Japanese style. Dang. Great work, guys. Great work, guys. This is awesome. What the heck, man? Wow. Really nice. Oh, wow. Also really, really nice. Great work. You guys are killing me. This is all really good. And that's it. For now. I can check back in a second. But, I want to congratulate everyone for participating. And I really appreciate all the support. I think this is really cool. It's really fun. We'll definitely do this again. I think you guys seem to like this stuff. Just leave me a comment down below if you guys enjoy it, if you guys want more of this. But let's announce real quick the winners of last week's challenge. It was render or real, and everyone was challenged by rendering a picture, like a close-up picture of something. So let's announce those winners real quick and then issue out this week's weekly challenge for you guys. Okay. Let's get to these winners. And this one was really difficult. It's always difficult. It gets more difficult because there's so many good renders and I have to pick 5. It's tough. So let's pull these guys up here. All right. All right, so in no particular order, we got some winners, all right? We got 5. It was very difficult. So the first winner of today's or last week's live stream, first up we got this image right here, okay? This is a crazy image of a freaking peanut M&M, my goodness. This is done by Ice Cream Paint Job. I don't know if he took the picture. And this is not the render, this is the reference. Now get ready, because this is the render. Isn't that insane? That's the reference, that's the render. Render, reference. Like, what? Ice Cream Paint Job, great work. Look at the detail in this, man. I'm blown away. You did such a good job. Congratulations for winning the weekly contest. Next up, we get Fish Face Games. Here's the reference image, all right? Let's close all this. This is the reference image. Okay. It's a faucet. There was actually 3 faucet what do you call them? Entries. 3 faucet entries. This one was they were all incredible. I gotta be honest, they were all incredible. This one though, I think had to take the cake because this render is just beautiful. You got the grime under here. You got a fingerprint on here. You got grain in here. Like, this is so close to the original. Like, your color temperature is a little off for sure. So you could work on that, but that's very easy. The shape of the faucet is a little off as well. So that's definitely another thing that you could work on. But I think all in all, great work. You got the text down here. I thought this was the reference image at first. Like, goodness. So good. So good. All right. Once again, in no particular order, we got Vice President. This is the reference image. All right. Lots of pixels here. Whole lot of pixels. This is the reference. And the render, boom, right here. So similar. And again, the point of this thing was to render something and make it look as close to the original reference as possible. And Vide President. Or wait, is it Vice President or Vide President? Let me make sure I got that right. Oh, man. Vice President. Yeah, Vice President J Dizzle. Vice President J Dizzle, congratulations, because boy, is this really nice. Look at that. Quality is incredible. Great work. So the mapping is off a little bit here. That's okay, though. You have some duplicate textures here, but that's okay, though. You did a really good job, man. Congratulations. This is really, really close. Yeah, very hard to tell the difference. Vice President J Dizzle, congratulations, because you got the competition winner, the challenge winner. What do you even call it? Roll. It's got a little trophy next to it, too. It's awesome. Congratulations on that. Congratulations for winning. Next up, second to last here, we have Timotheus with a very creepy reference. And your render is incredible. Great work here. Super, super creepy. And I was glad that you came back and with the hand-painted version, because the projection mapping version, I don't think I could have let that fly, man. That's cheating, but you did a really good job here. I think you could have found maybe a slightly higher res texture for the tree, but this dude is super creepy, and the colors match perfectly. This one might be a little more on the magenta side, but boy, did you do a really, really good job. Timotheus25, congratulations. You got the challenge winner role for this week as well. And last but not least, I had to choose. I have two others here that just did so well, but I'm going to have to choose Tila. This is the reference, and the render is beautiful. The detail in this texture is incredible. I think you did a fantastic job. I just think it's a little bright, okay? I think you could have gotten the brightness just a little bit better and maybe had an area light a little behind the pencils. But all in all, man, Tila, congratulations. You get the challenge winner role for this week as well. And I believe that's it. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Congratulations to those winners. I just want to say quick runners up. This is the render here. Infamous floof. Compared to the reference image. This is the render. This is the reference image. This is really freaking close, man. Really good job. And very, 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 very close. Is this other one, Top Snort Cocaine. What a rough name. But congratulations on your render here. You were so close, but look at this here, the surface imperfection. It's really nice, really, really, really nice in the reference, but the render, it just doesn't quite cut it. But boy, you were close. Your lighting was very, very nice. The color was very, very nice. You did a really good job of matching that. But maybe this next challenge, you're so close. Devon, dude, it's so good to see you in the chat here. It makes me happy. That's awesome. All right, so what's this next week's challenge going to be? I got to be honest with you, I don't know. But we're going to figure it out right now, because I'm very, very lucky to have a couple moderators that help me out with this sometimes. When I got no ideas, who do I turn to? So let me check. Let me check something real quick here and see. We got a little ideas, challenge ideas chat down here. Let's see here. Fire, explosion, Neo Tokyo, car, chess, scary autumn. Oh, these are all good. Bird, insects, coin, skeleton. This is kind of like Inktober a little bit, you know? Ooh, cartoon character. That sounds like fun. Okay, let's do a cartoon character. Let's do SpongeBob. For this week's challenge, you need to model, texture, light, and render SpongeBob. Okay? That is your challenge. I'm a huge fan of SpongeBob. One of my favorite cartoons. Still funny to this day. So, yeah. If you guys have any questions on the weekly challenge, for this week's challenge of SpongeBob, modeling, texturing, lighting, rendering SpongeBob, ask them here, okay? Because I'll be here for the next 5 minutes answering your guys' questions. And I am currently reading this chat like so right now. So for SpongeBob, let's see. If he's in a T-pose, that's fine, but bonus points if he's actually like doing something, like cooking a Krabby Patty or something. It doesn't have to be crazy. You know, it could be SpongeBob super realistic. It could be SpongeBob cartoony. It could be SpongeBob rendered however you want. It just has to be SpongeBob. He has to be in the image. He has to be the focus of the image. And I think that's it. Oh, and Lasha, let me know about that Rocket Lasso episode. I didn't see your response, if you did respond to that. Yeah, the most realistic looking SpongeBob of all time would be super hilarious. So, you have until Saturday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay? And you have to deliver them in the Discord server in the weekly challenge channel, okay? In the weekly challenge channel. If you're part of the Discord server, I'll make sure to mention everybody and tell them, hey, go here. And yeah, it has to be Saturday, next Saturday by 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. SpongeBob, I'll type the rules out. Yeah, you can make a stylized version for sure. Any other questions, guys? Does it have to be SpongeBob the character or something from the show? SpongeBob the character. Yeah, SpongeBob the character for sure. Definitely. I think that's it. I think that's everything. And if you guys hadn't already, I know I said it at the beginning of this episode, but do check out Skillshare. Click that link. It's in the description of this video. It's also a pinned comment. They're super cool. They have a bunch of great tutorials. So in the meantime, you can check out Skillshare and let me know what you guys think. Because I'm going through some like investment ones, taxes, finance ones right now. Yeah, but you can basically find anything there. But I think that's it, guys. William, yes, I stream every Saturday at noon Pacific Standard Time. I'm in Los Angeles. I stream at noon on Saturday. Chris, thank you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. Get to it, man. Get to that sponge. Make it creepy. I look forward to it. Lucky number 13. What the heck is this vid? This vid is a live stream. We're at the end of it right now. We just finished a render. We did it live. We had 2 hours to do it. It was really fun. Here, I'll show you what I did. And if you're part of the Discord server, you can see everyone else's work as well. We all did one together. And this was the second one we did, and it was very fun. Let me see if I can find you the image we made live today. Did this guy right here in Cinema 4D Octane. It was a good time. In a render challenge, what is that? It's basically I provided all the assets, and we had to make something with those assets. So everything you see in this image was provided, minus the plants. Yeah, good times. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. I'm going to dip out of here. I'm going to eat lunch. But you guys stay safe. Stay active, all right? Go for a walk. Don't go crazy. Stay healthy. And I'll see you guys on the Discord server throughout the week. Good luck, guys. Peace.